Congratulations, Ann Curtis. Our next award is Professionalism. Miss Professionalism will be awarded by Mr. Marvin Yagut. And the award goes to candidate number 8, Julia Barreto. Come on, how about a hand for our beautiful candidate, candidate number 8, Julia Barreto. This time, let's now have the next award, Miss Winsome Smile. Or let's have Miss Personality first, to be awarded by Mr. Kenneth Aguilar. Our Miss Personality goes to candidate number 4, Batman Centeno. Congratulations. Next is Winsome Smile, to be awarded by Miss Leslie Tiria. And Miss Winsome Smile goes to candidate number 2, Kylie Versosa. Our next award is Miss Flawless, to be awarded by Honorable Elsa Amistades. Our Miss Flawless goes to candidate number 6, Kim Domingo. Congratulations, Kim Domingo. Next is Miss Body Beautiful, to be awarded by Mr. Marvin Yagut. Sino kaya may pinakamagandang katawan sa kanilang lahat? Alright, Miss Body Beautiful goes to candidate number 3, Julia Montez. Congratulations, Julia Montez. Next is Best in Round, to be awarded by Mr. Kenneth Aguilar. All right, Miss Best in Round goes to candidate number 7, Ann Curtis. Feminine Look, to be awarded by RC Alcantara. And the winner for this award is candidate number 6, Kim Domingo. Congratulations, Kim Domingo. Next is Darling of the Crowd. Darling of the Crowd, to be awarded by Leslie Tiria, goes to candidate number. Sino ba yung pinakagusto nyo sa kanila? Number? Oh, you got it right. She's really the darling of the crowd. Candidate number 5, Cynthia God. Our last special award goes to, the last award is Organizer's Choice Award, to be awarded by Sir Archie Marara set of special awards. Hello there, candidate number 1. This time, let's now have the selection of questions. So you're going to pick one, I'll read it, I'll repeat it, of course. If you want me to translate it in Filipino, that's possible. And then, of course, the candidates may answer using any language they want. Pwede po Kapampangan, Tagalog, or English, since our board of judges are actually all Kapampangans, right? Okay, thank you for that. Sige, are you ready? Here is your question. Based from the afternoon variety show Eat Bulaga segment, Bawal Judgmental, do you consider yourself a judgmental? I repeat, based from the afternoon variety show Eat Bulaga's segment, Bawal Judgmental, do you consider yourself as a judgmental?
Wow, thank you. Do I consider myself as a judgmental person? Well, you know what, my dear friends? We are actually in a generation wherein people tend to judge us by how we look like. That people tend to respect us and love us because based on our physical appearance. Now, on that particular question, yes, I would say that I consider myself as a judgmental person. However, for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, I tend to make that judgment into a positive way. Why? Because we, the LGBT community, has been judged for so many times. Where we have been set aside and we have been discriminated. And that is why I am using myself as a tool at this stage as a platform in order to inculcate to each and everyone's mind that we, the LGBTQ community, has existed for a purpose. That the LGBT community doesn't deserve to be judged. Instead, what we need to do is to love each other, respect each other regardless of our sexuality. Because at the end of the day, it is not a question of whether you're a man, a woman, or whether you belong to the LGBTQ community. But still, it is a question on how you're able to make your existence with a purpose. A purpose that can definitely influence others to spread their wings, widening their horizon. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we will still not be remembered by how we look like. We will not be remembered by how beautiful we are, but still, we will be remembered on how we were able to give a smile on their faces and how we were able to put a good footprint on their heart. Because at the end of the day, one for all for one. Together we stand, divided people. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much, candidate number 1. Grabe, isa pa lamang po yan, ladies and gentlemen. Let's now have our next candidate on stage. Please welcome candidate number 2. Hello there, candidate number 2.
Hello.
All right, pick your question. Your question is question number 6. What is your stand if the president declares death penalty in our country? Do you agree or you are disagree with this? Why? Again, I repeat, what is your stand if the president declares death penalty in our country? Do you agree or disagree with this? Why?
Alright. I was born and raised as a Catholic. And in the doctrine of my church, I believe that killing is a sin. So definitely I will disagree to the president. Rather, I will give the president an advice Mr. President, why don't you put them in jail? We have the jurisdiction in our country. Let the lawyer and the judges declare what is for that person in his future. Killing is never an option because life is important. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 2. Wow, thank you for that with a beautiful answer. This time, let's welcome on stage the next candidate, candidate number 3. Hello there. So pick your question, and here is the microphone. You picked question number 7. Crime is defined as an act that violates the law. What can be done to prevent young people from committing crime at an early age? I repeat, crime is defined as an act that violates the law. What can be done to prevent young people from committing crime at an early age?
Thank you so much for that very nice question. Let me answer the question, ladies and gentlemen, that is coming from the bottom of my heart without using any memorized answer. The very reason that's why there are children who's actually committing at an early age is because of the lack of education inside the home and also inside the school. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, if our parents will guide the children, if the school would also guide their children, if a children would know the essence of parenting and the essence of education, then I believe that children will not go wrong in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 3. This time, let's welcome candidate number 4.
Hello.
Can we pick your question?
I'm more than excited. Congratulations. You have a nice way of doing hosting.
Thank you. Coming from a math Tino. Thank you, thank you. Now, here is your question. It's question number 5. It goes like this. Looking back to our history, what is one thing you want to change and why? I repeat, looking back to our history, what is one thing you want to change and why?
Thank you very much. This is a very sensitive issue. Nowadays, especially, the election is over and we have a new president. Some are really into what we call the distortion of the history. But I'm thinking of the colonization of the Spain, the Americans and everything. If I would like to change, though I don't like to change because whatever we are experiencing right now, the democracy, things, we became Republican and then we are experiencing freedom at all, it's because of our past. But since it is the question, I have nothing, I have no choice but to pick, of course. If I would like to change one part of the history, that was the time, of course, when World War II existed, during the Japanese and the American and everything who have colonized the country. Why? Remember this. It is where we begin to know what is war is all about. At sa digmaan, kahit kailanman, walang sinisino, kahit inosente o ignorante at hindi kasali sa pinaglalaban ng mga panahon na yon, kasamang dumadanak ang dugo na natutunan ng iba ngayon na ang tinatawag natin mga kriminal. Hindi maganda at kailanman, I condemn war. It is because in war, no one emerged victorious. And that's the thing I would like to change from the past. Why? If from the past we will fill with love, then definitely we will have no bashing, bullying, and crime existing at this point of time. But still, I would like to say thank you and grateful from the past. Because from the past, we are experiencing democracy and freedom of the Constitution of the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 4. Alright, thank you, thank you. This time, let's now welcome on stage candidate number 5. Pumili ka na ng question. Alright, your question is question number 10. What would you like to see being done to improve the public's understanding in the importance of organ donation and why? Yes, I can translate it in Filipino for you. I will. Pero to the best of my ability. Ano daw ang gusto mong makitang improvement? No? Kasama na ito yung pagbabago in a nice way para sa tao patungkol sa halaga ng pagbigay ng sariling parte ng katawan or parts of the body such like yung kidney donation, right? Yan. May mga heart transplant, yung pagbibigay dyan. So ano daw yung gusto mong mabago para ma-improve yung kaalaman ng tao regarding dito?
I believe, mas gusto ko bigyan ang kidney ang ibang tao. Bakit? Nire-respeto ang mga tao dito sa lipunan kasi nilikha ng Panginoon. Gusto ko magbago ang mga tao dito sa ating Pilipinas. Lalo na, mas gusto ko, huwag kayong maglaik. Kasi ang laik mo, hindi tama. Respetuhin mo ang bawat isang tao. Yun lang po, and I. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 5. Let's now move with candidate number 6. Your question is question number 3. It goes this way. When was the last time you consider yourself a good citizen of our country? I repeat, when was the last time you considered yourself a good citizen of our country?
Thank you for that very nice, interesting question. So, when was the last time I consider myself as a good citizen of our country? Well, I must say that the last time that I consider myself as a good citizen of our country is before we start this competition. Remember, we start with a prayer, then after that, it's the national anthem. It is very important that when we are singing the national anthem, we will stop. We will put our right hand near our heart and we will sing with the national anthem. I know that it's just a simple thing, but to become a good citizen in this country, you don't need to do many things or things that are really impossible to do. Just follow the rules and regulations that we have in our country. Then therefore, you are a good citizen in this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 6. Alright, buti na lang kumanta mo kanina, grabe. Okay, let's now have candidate number 7. Can I pick your question? Your question is question number 4. If someone doesn't reciprocate the love and effort you are giving, how will you handle this kind of situation? Tatagalugin ko. Okay, sige. Kung hindi daw ibinibigay sa iyo pabalik yung pagmamahal at pag-aruga na ibinibigay mo sa isang tao, papaano mo daw haharapin o i-handle ang situation na ito?
Okay, for me, I have a relationship in 13 years. I have a boyfriend. Siguro, i-handle ko to. Ipapadama ko sa sarili ko at ipapadama ko rin sa kanya na mahal ko siya. Hindi lang po yon. Dahil una sa lahat, higit po sa lahat kami mga LGBT, maraming salamat po sa may nagmamahal sa amin. Mahirap po sa amin sa situation nun, lalo na po sa aming kalagayan ngayon bilang isang LGBT. Mahirap po makakuha ng totoong lalaki na magkakamahal po sa aming mga LGBT. Bihira lang po ito makita. Kaya pag ito nangyari sa inyo mga kabaklaan, hawakan nyo na, ibigay nyo na yung 100% effort ninyo sa kanya. Kasi naniniwala po o balang araw, mamahalin at mamahalin kayo yun po ang tinatawag po na golden heart. Yun po. Kasi naniniwala din po ako, pag ito'y may tiyaga mong minahal mo at kayo may respeto sa isa at may tiwala sa Panginoon Diyos, naniniwala po ako, wala kayong talo. Dahil yung effort mo at effort na nakikita niya bilang isang LGBT na nirespeto at ginagalang kanya, because worthy tayong mga LGBT, you know, you will be not worthy for who you are, nor what you are, but you will become worthy for what others can be because of you. Basta pagkatandaan po natin, pag may respeto ka, tiwala sa iyong sarili at may takot sa Panginoon, tiyak, wala kang talo. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much! Candidate number 7. And of course, to complete the roster of our candidates, let's welcome on stage candidate number 8. Kindly pick your question. You picked question number 1. What action or actions are you going to do if a marites disrespect you as a personal and as part of the LGBTQIA+? I repeat, what action or actions are you going to do if a marites disrespect you as a person and as part of the LGBTQIA+?
Thank you so much for that very interesting question. You know, for a fact, my dear friends, I was taught in my earlier age that simply life has its main purpose for you to be worth living for. And what such purpose is to those those people who understand and sometimes disrespect you. In this very, very crucial world, there is what we call positivity and negativity. Sometimes people would agree that we LGBT exist, and sometimes there are still people who are disagree or respecting us. But then again, if a marites would disrespect me as a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, then ladies and gentlemen, I will still respect him or her, because that is the teachings of our Christ, and that is the teachings of the laws of man and God. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that in this world, if you're going to taught negativity to that person, kung papatulan mo rin ang isang tao na walang respeto sa iyo, walang mangyayari sa buhay mo. Bagkus, ipagpatuloy mo ang iyong pangarap. As an LGBTQI+ member, see to it that you have a purpose in life. Prove to that person that you are worthy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are the LGBTQI+ member. Meaning, hindi po kami basta-basta. Nandyan ang mga educators, teachers, businessmen and entrepreneurs. In the political aspect, Congresswoman in Bataan, there are a lot of people whom I can say, ipagmaragulta mo. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, if that person would ask me, I will still embrace that person and show that we are not only a humankind, but we are a person of worthy, of dignity, respect,
understanding, and of course, love. Thank you. Dakal pong salamat.
And that completes our 8 lovely candidates for the casual interview. Once again, palakpakan naman po natin sila, ladies and gentlemen.